Yeah, welcome back everyone to the 2024 CFRL Cup Series season. We are starting race 2 of our Sunday night doubleheader, and this time we are at Gateway in outside of St. Louis, Missouri, for our oval race of the doubleheader. I'm once again Ryan Harper, Darth Kylo, and as you just saw at Road America, a pretty wild finish or I would say a pretty wild race, I should say, which was, I would say it was a repeat of Watkins Glen with, a lot of craziness and contact going into turn one, especially on restarts, and Bradley being the most dominant car in the race as he picks up his second consecutive win of the season, his second win of the season overall, and another win on the road course. So yeah, he's definitely considering himself to be the road course ringer. He said he was the ringer last year, and I'm sure it's definitely carried over this season as well. So of course, for race 2 of our doubleheader, we are at Gateway, and I would consider Gateway to be like a kind of a flat version of Darlington. How it has that similar kind of egg shape that Darlington has, but the only difference here is the shorter length turns are turns 1 and 2, and the longer length turns are turn 3 and 4. So basically, like pre 1997 or pre 1998 Darlington, where it was kind of that same configuration. And of course, since this is the doubleheader, the finishing order from Road America will be inverted, and that will be our starting lineup tonight. So, well, our starting lineup for race 2, I should say. So row 1 we have Anthony Peters and Joshua Harris. Row 2 we have Spencer Boyce and Cameron Morris. Row 3 we have Jared Haw and Tegan Jones. Row 4, we have Michael Whitman and Michael Fox, so the two Michaels in row 4. Row 5, we have Ryan Parsons and Kevin Hall. Row 6, we have David Wessel and Kamal Wright. And rounding out the field is Bradley Domer Jr. And did say that, even though he did leave the race early, it did say James Iconelli is in the field as well, but he might have only raced Gateway or Road America, and that's it. And so for tonight, or for race 2, I should say, I always keep saying tonight, but the stage is 25 to 26, so lap 25 going into lap 26. The pace speed will be 60, and much like Homestead, you have to use the access road for pitting. Well, I know for Homestead you use the access road coming out of pit road, but I believe here at Gateway you have to use the access roads both entering and exiting. So it should be interesting for these guys and how they're going to pit, as I accidentally dropped my controller there. And as we saw, or at least we heard, at Road America with the pit road exiting incident between Ryan Parsons and Michael Whitman. Be careful coming off a pit road, and of course, here in the league, we call out whether we're coming into pit road and as well as exiting. And I'm looking at the chat, the talk around chat on the Discord, and Kevin Hall, he does send me the drivers meeting info for these races, and the last point that he put down in all caps says, "Do not cut in line for Tegan Suck a Nut Sunday invitation." Oh man, the things that you read in the CFRL Discord chat, like, it's pretty much comedy gold. And so let's go ahead and join the race here. Hopefully there's no server issues or internet connection issues that will force us to restart the race. Now, of course, everyone is getting in line here. And, of course, based on it, and it will be the inverse order of where they finished at Road America. Which means last place starts first, and first place starts last. And yes, James Iaconelli is in the race. And because he did not finish, he will start last. And, oh, yeah, looks like we are having some connection issues here. So, and that will definitely prompt a restart.
If I get McDonald's, you know what? My kill almost killed me. Come here, Hooters. You know what? Yeah, get that Hooters car.
Yeah, it looks like they're taking advantage of the restart here to have themselves a little bit of a demolition derby. Yeah, I'm loving it.
We're wrecking it.
What are we wrecking? Bob Hamlet's choking me.
I was drinking when you said that to you. What the fuck?
Choke, bitch. Let me hear you gag.
I really choked on that.
Man, it's not only the things you hear, or not only the things you read, but it's also the things you hear in the race chat that's super hilarious. But yes, we are going to be restarting the lobby here. And hopefully the second time is the charm when it comes to getting this race underway. Well, the lobby has entered the loading screen, so I will go ahead and join in now. And hopefully we can get this race underway.
I appreciate the courtesy check, Mike.
So let's say we try this again. Well, it looks like we're having more internet issues here. Yeah, looks like we're going to have to restart this one again. Of course, Bradley is the one that is hosting these rooms, and as you recall earlier in the race at Road America, he was having some issues with lag, so I think that might be what's causing all this, but of course you never know. And then I don't think it really matters who does host these lobbies, as we do run into these issues from time to time.
Oh my god. I think my power's about to cut out. Probably won't miss this
flipping.
Well, no, when you just be. No, hold on. Shit.
And now I'm getting another invite, this time from Tegan, so he will, so that means he's the one hosting it this time, or at least hosting the lobby. And yeah, Tegan is the car on top of the list here in the lobby, so yeah, by that, he is definitely hosting it.
The lamp in my room, I just saw it just like kind of flicker off and on.
It's fucking ghost, man. Go get an exorcist.
Ghostbusters, baby.
And now we're having another wrench being thrown into the works, as I think Michael Fox might be having some issues with his lights staying on. Saying his lights were flickering, and Parsons was saying call the Ghostbusters. Which is funny because the new Ghostbusters movie is out now. And hopefully third time's the charm with this lobby, and we might get better luck with Tegan hosting it. Yeah, we are gonna try this one again here. Yeah, and so far things do seem to look a lot better. Yeah, everything looks to be pretty good so far.
Oh, yeah. Give me a sec. I got a small jolt, but hopefully I see everybody.
I don't have any little twitch I saw, but otherwise.
Well, I'm hearing a little bit of a twitch from these guys, but everything does seem to be all right here. Of course, the starting lineup is the inverse of the finishing results from Road America. That means Anthony Peters is on pole, Joshua Harris is alongside him. Green flag is out, and we are underway at Gateway. Yeah, but it looks like we're having even more issues as we see Morris flipping. So now it seems like Deegan Jones is having issues with his internet, trying to get the lobby going. Yeah, it sounds like they're having another demolition derby there in the lobby there. And so now this time it is Michael Whitman hosting the lobby.
My car's killed. I got I think we had all of them random ass motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, chasing him with bats and Yeti costumes. Yeah. Invites are out, by the way.
Is a fucking doubleheader and
That's what I was saying. Succotash.
Last ask Michaela.
Thank you. My room is gonna die. I'm still seeing
Can
it.
you do something for me? Can you hit a little rich flex for me?
Sounds like you're gonna
21.
Do your thing, 21. Do Fuck the big three.
If that was
It's
you
just
on
big
the
me.
bus, then who was flickering the lights? That's what's going on right now. Somebody's
So
flickering the
far,
lights
too.
in my room. No.
It's not my wallet.
Anybody in here Kendrick Lamar's new verse?
Makes sense to me. So take it.
All right, then take it. It's not
It's
my
not my
wallet.
I'm like the only son of a bitch in here that doesn't know what y'all talking about.
Bro, dog's getting married.
Huh? You ever seen the episode with Men Right? I think it was the first one.
You don't know SpongeBob SquarePants?
I put Kendrick Lamar and I did not know we were talking about SpongeBob.
Oh.
Kendrick Lamar, man, Ray, there's not much of a difference.
By the 54 of Spencer there. Oh, we get to
Oh,
take it.
fuck off!
Yeah.
Who's playing that?
I thought probably nice
brought that out?
but where's that?
All right, so
Happy birthday, Ryan. Wasn't me. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Right,
of course you gotta love it when the race chat talks about SpongeBob.
Bradley,
Where's Kylo talking about? What is he saying?
you dim ball, take back your wallet or I will rip your arms off.
My pit crew guy standing inside of tires.
Yeah, I typed that in the chat. I wanted to finish the line.
We're racing next Sunday, right? Yes.
It's the Sunday after our
Darling race.
All right, so hopefully we can get this race going here.
Nobody say a fucking word. Don't jinx it. Word.
What the fuck are you doing, Spencer? Did you not see my white ass car?
Yes, I did.
I don't think you did.
All right, so what do you say we try this one again, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. Everything this time around seems to be just fine.
Like, I'm clearly
We'll be going right here. Remember the spot. How do you not see a white and purple car?
All right, so Anthony Peters on pole, Joshua Harris in second. The green flag's out, and we are underway at Gateway.
the whole damn fuel checked up. It was supposed to go 60, and I started going fucking like 50. Oh, my bad, buddy.
Oh my god, it's like I'm gonna suck here. I can already tell you that much.
Ryan, it's left behind. You're already that fast is coming in, Ryan. That was quick.
All right, so Anthony Peters leads lap one. They battle for second between the 12 of Harris and the 7 of Spencer Boyce. Yeah, but Spencer is taking over second. Yeah, but now he's making a move for the lead on Anthony Peters. And he gets a bit of a shot from the 12 of Harris. They're 3 wide for third. Contact between the two leaders. And Spencer takes full advantage. And now it looks like they were almost 4 wide back there. And it looks like we're, I think we're under caution now. So something happened between,
Well, I figured Keegan would be the first motherfucker to hit that wall, but apparently
a few of these guys. I believe the 37 of Kevin Hall, the 14 of Ryan Parsons, the 24 of James Iaconelli. And the pits are open, and everybody's coming in except for the 10 and the 37.
I think it's like 45. Maybe.
And yes, like I said at the start,
I think I got front end.
doesn't matter if it's under green or under caution, you have to use the access road both coming into and coming out of pit road here.
That fast, do you think
And since everyone's on pit road, we shall see who has the first pit stall, so that way we can see who wins the race off of pit road.
I hope you're right, man.
Once again, my bad, Russell, on that start, I was not expecting to go from like 70 to 50.
If we didn't have a stage, I would have hit it with them. We got a stage.
And it is the 24 of James Iconelli. Yeah, and Anthony Peters and Michael Fox, two of the Ganassi guys, are the first two cars off of pit road. So it looks like they may have only taken either 2 tires or fuel only. So shuffle Spencer Boyce back to 5th. With Kamal Wright and Kevin Hall staying out, in addition to both of the Ganassi guys taking either 2 tires or fuel only, because they had some really fast stops. So yeah, Kamal Wright has now taken over the lead.
Going green this time.
We are going green this time. The green flag's out. We are back underway at Gateway. And Wright got a pretty good jump. And they are double file back there. And Kevin Hall gets a great run off of turn 2. And he's going to get to the inside of Wright for the lead. Oh, he dives it in too deep. Almost 3 wide for the lead. And Anthony Peters gets into the grass. And now they're 3 wide for second. Yeah, and Wright's now starting to pull away. And now I'm hearing that they were almost 4 wide again back there. Yeah, they were pretty much all under one big blanket up there. And Spencer got a run off turn 2 as he gets by the 37 of Kevin Hall. A little bit of contact between those two. And that's going to allow the 37 to get underneath, but Spencer gets that better run off. And of course, Spencer Boyce winning the championship race for the midweek series here last season. So he knows how to win at this track. And as I say that, he's looking underneath the one of Anthony Peters for second. Yeah, but now he has to work on that 10 of Kamal Wright. And of course, in his post-race interview, Kamal Wright did say that he did have a pretty good car here, finishing second in the last Cup race here. Yeah, but Spencer's looking like he has the car to beat. He got a little bit squirrely off of 4 there. Oh, but now he's diving down to the inside to Kamal Wright. And Wright gets the better run off.
I'm just trying to be careful and not run anyone over.
Spencer's still trying his best to get around that 10. Looks like we have a four-way battle for 6 between the 88, the 9, the 12, the 2.
Okay.
And I believe the 41 and the 48 are also getting involved in it.
Plowing behind everybody.
Yeah, and Kevin Hall, who restarted second. Now he's running back in 12th, so he lost 10 spots on the restart. But now Spencer makes the move on Kamal Wright for the lead, but Kamal does the switchback. As Anthony Peters hit the wall and his teammate Michael Fox gets around him for third. And they are still side by side for the lead. Yeah, and it's a pretty hard braking zone going into turn 1 here. And they are still side by side.
You're gonna back up your corners a little bit, Harris. You are.
And that's going to allow the 42 of Michael Fox to close in. Yeah, and Spencer clears the 10. Oh, we got a huge wreck coming off of 4. The 88, the 42, the 9, the 37, pretty much everybody from like 7th on back. And the caution is out.
I thought I had a chance. I don't know why my car is extremely tight. My car's not driving.
Wow, a huge wreck coming off of turn 4. Yeah, it all started when the 42 of Fox got onto that curbing, and he just lost it. So pretty much almost everyone from 5th on back was involved in that wreck. Yeah, and pit road is open, and obviously everybody's coming in. And since everyone's on pit road, we will switch to the 24 of James Iaconelli, since he does have the first pit stall. And we'll see who wins the race off, and it's the 12 of Joshua Harris winning the race off. And Spencer just barely edging out Tegan for second. We still have 11 laps to go in the stage, and yeah, we already have 2 cautions. Which is kind of uncharacteristic for these guys, because they can usually run an entire race caution-free. Yeah, but sometimes these guys can make mistakes. Yeah, and and Harris pulls off. Yeah, Harris pulls off. I wonder what's going on with him. So these guys are going to take one more pace lap here. Yes, age 25 to 26, so we have So right now we have 10 laps to go in the stage, and hopefully when we take the green flag, it'll be 9 to go. And so now they're slowing to a crawl here, probably waiting for Harris to get back going. And yep, Harris is going again, as I see on the mini-map on Mike's stream. And yep, he is getting back up to speed. So they're slowing to a crawl, so that way Harris can catch back up and not have to complete another pace lap. But it looks like they might have to, as they're coming off of turn 4 right now. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be taking one more pace lap here. Or they're going green right now. Now it's a side-by-side battle for the lead between Spencer and Tegan. There's contact coming off of turn 2. Yeah, and Tegan clears Spencer, but Spencer does the crossover on the inside. We have 8 laps to go in the stage now. And they're side by side again coming off of turn 2. Yeah, Spencer holding on for dear life. Yeah, but now Kamal Wright's trying to make a move on Tegan as he goes around. Oh, we got another huge crash off of turn 4. Yeah, the 10, the 24. Yeah, another huge wreck coming off of turn 4. And the caution is out again. Yeah, and the same thing that happened to Fox is the same thing that happened to Kamal Wright. He just got on that curbing and just lost it. It looked like everyone was going to get through it scot-free. But some guys just got tagged. And I believe the 12 of Harris might have been involved in that as well. Even the 37 of Kevin Hollis, they're all on pit road. 6 laps to go in the stage now. And so once everyone on pit road completes their stops, we'll re-rack them and try it again, and we'll take the green flag with 5 to go in the first stage here. So Gateway here is definitely more like a speedway that drives like a road course. Mainly in the fact that this track does have curbing, and as we've already seen a couple times tonight, if you get on that curbing, it could fishtail you around. And Spencer has elected to take the inside for the restart. And we'll be taking the green flag with 5 laps to go. And Spencer on the inside, Tegan Jones on the outside. Who's going to win the stage? Only one way to find out. Green flag is out. We are back underway at Gateway. Yeah, Spencer backs up the corner just a little bit. Looked like Cameron Morris might have gotten into the wall. Now they're side by side for third with the 41 of Wessel, the 1 of Anthony Peters, and now Bradley gets underneath Wessel for third. The Road America winner, he started last, and he's working his way up through the field very well. He's up to third now. Four laps to go in the stage. And Spencer has done very well to hold off that 4 Tegan Jones, who in this race and pretty much every race so far this season, he's had one of the fastest cars in the field. One of, if not the fastest. 3 to go in the stage. So it's literally Spencer Boyce, Tegan Jones, and then everyone else. Two to go in the stage. Looks like they were almost 4 wide back there. Yeah, 3 wide for third. Now they're almost 4 wide for third. They're 4 wide for fourth. Oh, Whitman into the wall. Yeah, there was a bit of a stack up back there, but we stayed green. Also, 2 laps to go in the stage. Pits are closed. Here we go, last lap of the stage as pretty much everybody from 4th on back is in just one giant hornet's nest. Oh, it looks like the stage is actually over. My apologies there. The stage is over, and Spencer Boyce takes home the stage win. Alright, I was thinking 26 to 27. It was actually 25 to 26. So I was actually 1 lap too soon there. So we got Spencer Boyce winning the stage, Tegan Jones second, Kevin Hall third, Kamal Wright, who was involved in both accidents that brought out the caution, he's up to 4th. Anthony Peters 5th, Michael Fox 6th, David Wessel 7th, Jared Haw 8th, Bradley Domer Jr. 9th, and Joshua Harrison 10th. Yeah, we did see Bradley in that battle for third there, but he got shuffled back when on the last lap of the stage. With everyone on pit road, James Iaconelli with the first stall. Let's see who wins the race off. Fortunately, the camera has given me a better position, at least for now. And it is Spencer Boyce that wins the race off of pit road. Alright, let's re-rack him and try it again. And Spencer is on the inside for the restart. Much like he was on the last restart. Yeah, but as we're getting ready to start the final stage here, I say we do a little crank it up.
And then we just get ran the fuck over.
I got pushed by 4 people. I mean, it was right at the line if it was not early.
Go, Matt, Mike.
Oh, I'm trying, baby, I'm trying.
I'm sorry, I was in his corner and I was trying not to spin him. Oh my god, I did not see you there. Alright, sir. I didn't see you on my end, but we
We need a green flag run, or this is just going to hand it to.
go for it, Beth Fast. The more we battle, the more he's going to get away. I'm going to just get shoved in the ass.
Sorry.
I'm going to get rear end damage from that, but
Mike, you can have the inside. I'm not part of this.
Let's not put it taken that, but I didn't. Thank
My
you.
braking point was off there, Cameron.
How are you planning on shoving it so goddamn deep and making it stick?
Actually, Splash just...
Oh, what's the last time we was in this position when we got ran over?
Let me have a look at you. You're not going to get rid of it.
now you okay, did anybody else see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I was like, okay. I was like, I don't want to hit the curb, but here we are.
And as I was coming off of that crank it up, we have another big wreck coming off of turn 4. And this time it was the 88 of Jared Haw getting onto the curbs and spinning around.
That is a yellow.
Yellow's out.
I mean, I guess I'm just going to hit everybody on the fucking apron again.
And yeah, that was the reaction from all the drivers involved. Yeah, but Spencer got a very good restart as he was able to pull away from the likes of Kamal Wright and Kevin Hall there. So already 3 big wrecks coming off of turn 4, all because someone got too low onto the curbing, and that just spun him around. Yeah, and Michael Fox wins the race off. And Harris joins him, so I believe they took only 2 tires. Yeah, and Kamal Wright even jumped Spencer on pit road. So for the last 2 restarts, Spencer has chosen the ideal position on the inside. Now that he's starting 4th, he's gonna try to work extra hard to use the high lane to his advantage. But we shall see how he does with that, as there are some cars who repair damage on pit road and are getting back to the front. But yeah, we are going green this time. Green flag's out. We are back underway at Gateway. And they're already 3 wide for 3rd. Yeah, Spencer got a great run off of turn 2 as he's trying to get Harris for 2nd. Little contact between them, though. Yeah, Spencer gets 2nd, and now he's working on Fox to take the lead. Now he's on the inside of the 42. Yeah, and Spencer Boyce retakes the lead as we see Michael Whitman surging. And now Bradley goes around. So I think it was because Whitman was surging and that caused Bradley to spin around. So I think the caution's going to come out here as Spencer Boyce Uses the high lane to his advantage. Not even a lap after the restart, and he retakes the lead. And yeah, caution is out. So this race is turning into a bit of a wreck fest here, as we've already had 2 cautions before the stage ended, and now we've had 1 since the start of the final stage. While the last 2 cautions were for drivers getting too low onto the curbing in turns 3 and 4, this time it was a lag caution. So, and when that happens, when somebody lags and they cause a wreck, that's an automatic caution, even if it is a 1-car incident. As we got about half the field on staying on track and half of them on pit road. Yeah, this is turning into a pretty wild race, and they're all racing like it's the last lap, but we're not even at the halfway mark yet. Yeah, they're doubling up, and we're going to try to get the going green here. And Spencer, right back where he was before. Inside lane, leading on the restart. Yeah, it looks like we are going to be going green this time here. Some of these guys are hoping for a green flag run. Hopefully we'll get that at some point. Green flag is out, and we are underway once again at Gateway. Oh, Wessel got a great jump, and he's underneath Spencer for the lead. Yeah, but Spencer hangs on to it, though. Yeah, but Wessel will have to settle for second. Yeah, everyone from 5th on back is just in one giant cluster of cars. We ride along with Kevin Hall here. Currently, he's running in 8th. Working on Cameron Morris for 7th. Gets around Morris. Now he's working on Parsons. This is for 6th. Yeah, and he dives it into 3. Makes it work, and he takes 6th away. Bit of contact there between the 4 and the 88. It looks like Spencer's starting to pull away from the field now, and yeah, and that's definitely helped by the fact by 2 of the Stewart Haas cars battling each other. The 41 of David Wessel and the 10 of Kamal Wright. Yeah, Spencer is really starting to pull away now. And of course, again, Spencer did win the midweek season finale last season here. So he definitely knows how to get around this track. And of course, one big key to the race here is definitely tires. Because like Atlanta, this is a pretty tire-hungry track, though not to the extent that Atlanta is. So these guys are definitely going to want to try to look after their tires here. Yeah, Spencer is really pulled away now. As we see Tegan Jones working on Anthony Peters for 6th place. He's able to get around him. Yeah, he was up in 2nd before all these cautions started coming out, and he wants to get back up there and challenge Spencer for the lead. Yep, he's working on Fox now. Well, Fox getting that better run off the corner. And Tegan just dives it down into 3. And he puts the bumper to the 42. Looks like Wessel might have gotten loose, and that's going to allow the 37 of Kevin Hall to get around him. Yeah, well, Tegan Jones is going to try it again here. Oh, yeah, he's a lot closer this time. He's side-by-side contact, and Fox into the wall. And that's going to allow Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Whitman to get around the 42 of Fox. Yeah, Spencer still has a pretty sizable gap over the 10 of Kamal Wright, but now that Kamal has broken free from the rest of the pack, he's able to chase down Spencer. And I think Kamal Wright might have closed in on Spencer. As we see Tegan Jones back there trying to make the move on his teammate, David Wessel. But Wessel holds on to that 4th spot. As we have a battle for 10th between the 12 of Joshua Harris, the 88 of Jared Hall, but he got a great run off of 4, and now he's working on Anthony Peters for 9th. And they're 3 wide for 9. And Jared up the middle. And yeah, he clears both of them. Wow, a very, I would say, pretty ballsy move. Trying to pass both cars through the middle. But he made it work. And now we have Bradley Domer Jr., the winner of race 1 in this doubleheader, working on David Wessel for 5th, and he gets the spot. And Tegan Jones has gotten around Wessel since then, and he's now up to 4th. Oh, and Kamal Wright is right there on Spencer now as he's going to duck down to the inside to try to take the lead. Yeah, side by side off of 2, and Kamal Wright takes the lead. But now Kevin Hall's wanting to get involved in this fight for 2nd. Now he's on the inside of Spencer. And Spencer's riding the wall. And Tegan Jones gets around Kevin Hall. Now he's working on Spencer Boyce for 2nd. Yeah, and he gets 2nd. And Hall gets 3rd. So Spencer might be falling off here. It might be. I think he is. So put Kamal right up top. Oh, the caution's out. Yeah, caution is out once again. So something happened with the 42 of Fox and I believe another car. Or it could have been a lack caution.
I'd say just go full out, lap back.
And as we saw, the 24, James Iconelli, was on pit road for an unscheduled stop. So because of that, he was the only car lap down. So he goes around and gets his lap back. Of course, everyone will stay on the inside to clear a path for him. Yeah, and Spencer Boyce has got to be thinking to himself, like, what just happened there? I was leading the race, but then my car suddenly fell off. But now it's a Stewart-Haas 1-2 at the front of the field, with Kamal Wright leading and Tegan Jones in second. Yeah, pretty much a repeat of the Richmond race, with Wright leading and Jones in second. Of course, Wright had the dominant car that whole race long, but his internet crapped out on him with 3 to go, and that allowed Tegan to steal the win. Of course, everybody's on pit road now. Of course, Iconelli has the first stall, so we'll see who wins the race off. And we're going to try the overhead camera this time. And it is Tegan Jones jumping Kamal Wright as he wins the race off of pit road. So put Tegan Jones out front now.
I know I'm here. I just need to go to the back. I had an engine and radiator.
And Tegan Jones looking for his 7th win of the year. And he chooses the outside for the restart. So an interesting choice there from the 4 there. So it's a Stewart-Haas front row. As we come back to green here. And green flag is back out once again. Tegan got a great restart, as does the 7 of Spencer Boyce. And he is right on that back bumper. Oh, Tegan Jones went wide, and that's going to allow Spencer Boyce to retake the lead. And everybody's just shuffling for positions now. Of course, we did see Spencer Boyce retake the lead, but could it be that Tegan Jones let Spencer by on purpose? That way he can save his tires for when he needs it the most. That could definitely be a possibility. And we did see later in that last stint that Spencer's car did fall off while he was leading, and that dropped him back to 4th. So I guess he's definitely thinking about that. We have a battle for 5th between two of the Hendrick cars, the 48 of Bradley Domer Jr. and the 9 of Michael Whitman. Now we have a battle for 3rd between the 37 of Kevin Hall and the 10 of Kamal Wright. And the 10 with that better run off, he holds on to that 3rd spot. Oh, contact between the 1 and the 42 back there. Yeah, the two Ganassi teammates roughing each other up. This is the battle for 9th. Yeah, and everyone's starting to run single file now. Yeah, Spencer Boyce is pulling away from the 4 Tegan Jones. But of course, again, we did see on that last run that Spencer's car did fall off. So could Tegan's move to let Spencer by for the lead help him out? That way, the 4 can save his tires. Yeah, Spencer is pulling away once again as we have a battle for, I believe for 8th between the 42 and the 88. Yeah, but the 42 holds on. Now he's working on the 41 of David Wessel. Oh, Wessel gets into the wall as he takes an awkward line. Yeah, this is that puts the 42 of Michael Fox up to 7th. It looks like Tegan Jones has caught back up to Spencer Boyce. So I think Spencer's tires might start losing grip here. Yeah, but Spencer still holding on. I think he might have gained some time on Tegan there. We have 37 laps to go. Yeah, this is definitely a shorter track than Road America, and 37 laps are going to go by relatively fast. Even though I would say that Gateway is a flatter version of pre-1997 or 1998 Darlington. Yeah, it kind of feels a lot like the Milwaukee Mile, because that's definitely a flat track that has a similar length. $35 to go now. But Jones right on the back bumper of Spencer. He had the run off of 2, but he actually hit the wall. That's going to lose all of his momentum. And now he's battling with his teammate Kamal Wright for second. There may have been some contact, and that forces Kamal Wright out wide. As the 37 also gets by him. And as we see Spencer diamonding that corner, as he was low on the center, low entering the corner, high in the middle, high in the center, and low off to try and get the best runs he can. Yeah, and Jones is right on that back bumper of Spencer again. He forces him out right. They're side by side for the lead. Oh, Spencer hit the wall. And now he's going to drop back. So Tegan Jones retakes the lead. And Kevin Hall looked like he had an opening on Jones, but he falls back in line. And now Spencer's dropping all the way back to 5th as Bradley tries to get him around him now. Oh, Hall gets loose off of 2. Yeah, but he still holds on to 4th. Yeah, but he went up a little high, so did Bradley. But they still hold on to it. So it's a Stewart-Haas 1-2 once again. And Bradley, who started second to last by virtue of winning at Road America, and James Iaconelli not finishing at Road America, he's worked his way all the way back up to 3rd. So he might have something for these two to try to sweep the night. Well, now it's a 3-car fight for the lead. As Michael Whitman has gotten around Spencer now. So Spencer Boyce has gone from leading to falling outside the top 5 within the span of a few laps. As we now have 28 laps to go. It's still the 4, the 10, and the 48, the top 3. But Kamal Wright takes a bit of a higher line. Bradley thought about taking the low line around him, but yeah, he holds on to third. I think Kamal might have gotten a run off of turn 2 as he's side by side with his teammate for the lead. Oh, Bradley gives Tegan a bit of a bump. And Kamal Wright clears Tegan Jones for the lead. But Kamal Wright takes a higher line and backs up the corner, and that's going to allow Jones to get right back on this back bumper. But Bradley dives it in deep into turn 3. Oh, he's right on Tegan's quarter panel now. But Tegan holds on to that second spot. As we now have 25 laps to go. I believe these guys still have to make one more pit stop. It looks like Tegan Jones might have gotten a slower exit off of turn 2. Bradley's going to try it again underneath Tegan. Oh, he clears him this time. Yeah, Spencer's the first car on pit road. Actually, my apologies. It's the 42 of Michael Fox that's the first one off pit road. He's already made his stop. So Spencer's the second car on pit road. So now with Fox and Boyce pitting, now you got to think to yourself, when are all these other guys going to come in for their final stop? And it looks like Kevin Hall is now coming on the pit road for his final stop. And Kamal Wright, he's still out front. And Bradley is the meat in the Stewart-Haas sandwich right now. And of course, Kamal Wright was in this exact same position at Richmond as he's leading late in the race. And Harris is also on pit road. Yeah, Kamal with a lower exit off of 2, Bradley with a higher exit. And that might have helped Kamal Wright as he's able to pull away from Bradley. But of course, it also helps that Bradley's under attack from the 4 Tegan Jones. And Jones trying to get win number 7 of the season. Well, I think he might have gotten loose or hit the wall coming off of 2. As Bradley comes in for his final stop. And I believe the 88 of Jared Haw is also in. Yeah, it is. As we have 19 laps to go. But yeah, you definitely got to be thinking to yourself, when are these guys going to come in? Bradley comes off of pit road now. Yeah, the leader, the 10 of Kamal Wright, is coming in now for his final stop. So Tegan Jones retakes the lead, but for how long? So I bet you he's got to be thinking about coming down to pit road. And he still stays out. Kamal Wright, I believe, is still on pit road. I believe he might have gotten a speeding penalty. Wait, hold up.
What the? No, dude, Bad Pass was going to fucking lag out.
Well, you heard it right, folks. Kamal Wright has lagged out once again. So another heartbreak result for the 10 of Kamal Wright as Tegan Jones is now in. As is the 9 of Michael Whitman. The 41 of Wessel's now in. So really, this race is now going to come down to Tegan Jones and Bradley Domer Jr. for the race win. And Fox and Michael Whitman beats Jones off of pit road now. So I think Whitman might have taken 2 tires. Cameron Morris is now in. And that'll give the lead to the 1 of Anthony Peters, who started on pole after he finished last at Road America. Well, last of the drivers that were still running. And now he comes in for his last stop. So I believe the battle is now going to be between Bradley and Mike once again. Of course, Mike took 2 tires. Bradley taking 4, so now Bradley takes over the effective race lead. But we shall see what happens when it comes to Anthony Peters. Actually, it was Kevin Hall that's in the lead now, but he won't be in the lead for long as Bradley is right on his back bumper. Oh, he gives him a bump. Shoves him up high, and Bradley on the inside as he takes the lead with 11 laps to go. And Bradley trying to sweep the doubleheader. But Kevin Hall is not one to be denied as he is right on Bradley's case here. 10 laps to go now. Looks like Bradley has pulled away from Hall just that little bit. Nine laps to go. And Bradley Domer Jr. already having a very stellar night tonight in this doubleheader. But how big would it be if he sweeps the doubleheader? Well, he's 3 laps away from hearing no more cautions. 8 laps to go. As we have a battle for third between Tegan and Michael Whitman. But of course, Tegan with those 4 fresher tires compared to Whitman's 2, he was able to get around him with no issues. But I think it may be too little too late to catch Bradley. 7 laps to go. And it was actually a pretty decent strategy call by Michael Whitman to take 2 tires with everyone spread out, so that way he can get some track position. Then we have the 7 of Spencer Boyce running in 5th. He had a really solid race. He was leading a good chunk of it. But he just can't handle the long runs, as now he's under attack from the 88 of Jared Haw. Of course, he was one of the first cars to come down pit road. And of course, we have seen his tires fall off a cliff. And it looks like that's happening now as Jared Haw gets around Spencer Boyce for 5th. And speaking of 5, Bradley is now hit. 5 laps to go. No more cautions. And Tegan Jones is now working on the 37 of Kevin Hall for 2nd as he gets out of the way. Four laps to go. Tegan might have something for him here. But both Bradley and Tegan needs to hit their marks in order to keep them away from the other, as Tegan might have gotten loose off of turn 2 there.
It's like, I know I got to work.
3 to go. Bradley, who started last out of the guys who finished Road America by virtue of winning Road America in race 1 of the doubleheader. With 3 laps to go, he is trying to sweep both races. But Tegan Jones, he's trying his best to catch up. 2 laps to go. Not only will Bradley sweep both races in this doubleheader, this will also be his 3rd win in a row. So Bradley establishing himself as a favorite to win the title. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. And while I won't say that this has been a dominant performance in this race from Bradley, he took the lead when he needed to the most. And he'll cap off a very impressive doubleheader. as he comes off of turn 4. He's going to sweep the doubleheader. Bradley Domer Jr. wins at Gateway. Bradley Domer Jr. sweeps the doubleheader. And a very solid performance in both races. He dominated Road America. And he gets the win on pit strategy here at Gateway. And Tegan Jones in the 4 with a very valiant effort to chase him down at the end, but it was ultimately too little too late. And it was Spencer Boyce that set the fastest lap. And so once again, let's get your race winner, Bradley Domer Jr. in here. And there he is, your race winner and winner of both races in this doubleheader, Bradley Domer Jr. You took the lead when it mattered the most on pit strategy, especially, after starting last by winning Gateway. How does it feel sweeping the doubleheader?
It's the second time I've swept a doubleheader. I swept Iowa and Roval last year, but this makes 3 in a row. I've never did that in my career. Tegan had a few more laps, he would have gotten to me, but I was frustrated all the beginning of especially in stage 1. I got ran over and lost 6 positions, so I was on a mission after that. Once I got to the front, I was not giving it up.
Yeah, and a mission you were on, I would say. But how does this feel knowing that you've pretty much established yourself as a championship favorite?
Even before I won last week, I think I was a championship favorite. I've made the Final Four the last 5 years in a row. It's just a matter of this year competition's way more tougher, so it wasn't looking too good at the beginning of the year for me. But now I'm sitting here 3 wins, I think 2 stage wins. But just hopefully help carry me into the Final Four again. We got really good competition this year, especially with Kevron. I knew him coming back full time this year. He showed speed, but it's just a matter of keeping up this consistency, and hopefully next week I believe we're at Darlington. I can keep it up and hopefully get my first mile and a half win there. I've ran good at Darlington in the past, but still looking for that first mile and a half win.
Yeah, and speaking of Darlington, what is your plan for Darlington?
Win. 2 years ago, maybe 3, I had a really good shot at winning that race. Then I had 2 drivers currently still in the league that tried to go 3 wide in 3 and 4 on a basically 1-lane track through that area and wrecked me. I ended up driving all the way back and finishing, I believe, 3rd that race. But if I can win next week, make it 4 in a row, first mile and a half win, it'd be great.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see that. Congratulations on your doubleheader sweep, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and bring in your second place finisher, the 4 of Tegan Jones. It looked like he had a car that could win the race, and it looked like, yeah, he definitely had the fastest car on track in that final stint. But ultimately, it was just a little too late for Tegan to catch up. And there he is, Tegan Jones. You had a car that could have won the race, but you got shuffled back to second on pit road, and you had the fastest car on track in the final stint, but it was ultimately too little, too late for you to catch up to Tegan Jones.
You mean Bradley?
Sorry, my bad.
You're good. You're good. It's two broadcasts. You get a pass.
All right, I get a pass. So, did you think that you could have caught Bradley with if you had a couple more laps left in you?
Yeah, for sure. We were both getting loose though, so it would have come down to who didn't get the loosest, I guess. But yeah, it's just I wish I had pitted a lap or two quicker or sooner behind Bradley instead of waiting as long as I did, because that was probably the difference maker. The only difference I could have made besides that was probably not to be loose on the run before that. For the only long run that we did have, which nobody kind of knew how to adjust the car because of that reason. So yeah, I just the road course didn't go my way because I kind of wrecked myself trying to dodge to keep wrecking somebody else and kind of screwed myself. So a win would have been good, but there's some of these tracks that I've kind of lost touch with on setup wise, and I'm starting to figure them out again. So Gateway was definitely one of them because last year I was dog shit here. So I feel like I've found some other stuff that I've lost since my game reset on me last year. So that's good for me, I guess.
Yeah, next week is our second crown jewel race at Darlington. What's your plan going into that?
I mean, usually, I don't know. I'm low key never the favorite going in that race, but yet I've won it the last 2 years. So, expectations are there. They're high. I know. Come on, JB, are good there. There's a few others I think that could be good there if they hit on it just right. So, yeah, I expect to be in contention for that one too, as long as I don't fuck myself, with the pit call or penalties and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we'll see what happens next week at Darlington, and yeah, I know I said your name a couple times there in one sentence because, well, I mean, you're so used to running up front. I've been used to saying your name a lot. So, but congratulations on your runner-up finish, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
thanks, Harp.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the third place finisher, and that is Mr. Kevin Hall. Yeah, pretty wild race from his point of view, as he was pretty much all over the place, but he was able to get himself a top 5 finish out of it. And there he is, your third place finisher, Kevin Hall. So, I mean, with Bradley sweeping the doubleheader with both wins, you swept the doubleheader with 2 third place finishes, and a pretty wild night for you. Take us through.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, congratulations to Bradley on winning 3 in a row, 2 in a row at the road course, and then here. I mean, that's to be able to do that in this league, man, it's pretty awesome. But to take you through what I experienced, man, that was it was pretty cool to be able to battle it out there at the end with him. But I don't know what you saw from your broadcast view, but going in the end of the first stage, man, I thought that was wicked. We were all 4 wide, and I tried not to make it 4 wide, and then I got bumped from behind, and it just shot me underneath Bradley because they all slid up the way they did. And then we come out of the freaking turn 4 wide there still. And so we go to turn 1, man, and it was just everybody from behind trying to capitalize on whatever they could and get stage points. It was just running all over each other, man. Um, that was wild, dude. I'm stoked to be able to get a third-place finish, man, out of Gateway. And truth be told, I'm surprised I'm still up because I got to be at work at 3 in the morning. So, but yeah, man, I don't know what to say, man. I'm pretty stoked that we have 2 straight solid top 5 finishes.
Yeah, and I'm in that same boat with you as I have to be up early too. But yeah, and that
Oh gosh.
in that final stage, when that final cycle of green flag pit stops, well, really that only cycle of green flag pit stops, and you were the one out front. Did you think that you could have held off Bradley?
No. The way that it all worked out, I knew I had a long run car that could even out with the likes of Bradley, but by the time that the setup came in to where it would have played in my favor, there was just not enough laps to play with. Especially Tegan, if he had played his cards right, he actually probably would have won tonight instead of Bradley. But because of where he pitted so late, he was 2 laps too short from getting the win. But yeah, when he came up, I just dove down. I was like, "No, you got it, Tegan. I ain't got no chance to fight you." And with a loose car like that, man, at Gateway, I'm sure you already know this too, man. It is hard to keep that car straight without wrecking. And so that was the last thing I want to do is wreck Tegan or Bradley.
Yeah, well, it's hard for me to keep all 4 tires on my car or truck, as the last midweek race last year kind of proved that. But yeah, next week we're going to Darlington. It's our second crown jewel race of the year. And what's your plan going into that?
Balls to the walls, my man. That racetrack is one of my best tracks. Something about it, the way it is just so odd, and you can barely pass, and you can just, the slightest mistake will cost you dearly. Something about tracks like that brings the best out of me. So hopefully that it'll be no different of a story going into next week racing there, and hopefully nab a win. But we'll see.
Well, we can't wait to see that. So congratulations on your podium finish, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
Yes, sir. And Ryan, thank you so much for staying up late and broadcasting with us, man. Try to get some rest as soon as you can, okay, buddy?
All right, I will. Same to you, man. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our 4th place finisher. That is Mr. Michael Whitman. He had a pretty solid top 10 car the entire time, but it was that 2-tire call for the final green flag pit stop, the only green flag pit stop of the race, that was able to put him in a top 5 position. And a very good result from him, a bounce back result for him after Gateway. And there he is, your 4th place finisher, Michael Whitman. That 2-tire strategy call at the end of the race there was able to get you up into the top 5. And it was a very solid day from your perspective, wasn't it?
Not really. It was just really tough with not getting points in the stage because somebody ended up 4 wide and was getting ran over. I mean, you've got to have some sense into seeing what's in front of you and knowing how to lift in that situation. So that really hurt, not getting stage points. That's the first time this year I haven't gotten stage points. So that's pretty disappointing. And then I had the 7th at Road America, which was, I believe, only the second time I've been outside the top 5 this year. And that was kind of my doing. I made a mistake. And just didn't have as good a car control as everybody else did, so that was on me. But the Gateway deal just really frustrated me, not being able to get stage points, especially when I was running in a pretty good spot at that point. Just to get taken 4 wide was pretty stupid. I know it wasn't the guy that took it 4 wide's fault. He was getting pushed into it, couldn't do much. So that was disappointing. Two tire call really didn't change anything for me. With Kamal lagging out, I would have ended up fourth regardless if I had 4 or 2. So, yeah, nothing to complain. Well, there's stuff to complain about for sure, but not a terrible night to come away with fourth. That's kind of better than I thought I was going to be at Gateway. So, I guess I can be happy with that.
Well, I mean, a fourth place is still a very decent result. So, I mean, it was I would say, a pretty caution-filled race, especially going into the end of stage 1 and especially the start of stage 2. And I know that you were kind of in the mix of that for both of
Yeah.
them. I know that you were probably freaking out trying to get around those guys that got a little bit too low on those curbs.
Just frustrating to see that, because I didn't cause any of the cautions, but I was in about all of them. So that's a frustrating thing to deal with mentally, because nothing you can do about it. And I really like when things are in my hands and I can control my destiny, but tonight a lot of it really wasn't. I was at the liberty of other people, and more often than not, you really can't trust other people. So it was tough to be in all those for sure.
Yeah, I bet it was. But next week we're going to Darlington for our second big crown jewel race of the year. What's your plan going into that?
I don't know. I've got to see what I've got there. I've never really been great at Darlington. I feel like I made some gains for sure there in our last race there, which was I think the cutoff race before the playoffs. I'm pretty sure last year. I think I made some gains there speed wise. I've been pretty solid around everywhere this year, so I have faith that by race time I'll have a top 5 car. I don't see that being a track necessarily that I expect to win at or be really in that fight for it. But I'm excited for Darlington. It's a fun track. It's a driver's track, so that'll be good. But I feel like a lot of the same things that we saw tonight at Gateway, you could see at Darlington, with it being such a tight track, with it being very easy to make mistakes. You'll see a lot of guys kind of in over their head in some corners, and they'll make mistakes. And we might see cautions at Darlington. Our last race we did, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have a decent amount of people, if we get a good amount of cautions, just because it's so tight, it's so tough to pass, and that doesn't really lend well to a great race for our league. Nothing the guys really can do. It's just a challenging part of the game.
Yeah, it should be fun to watch. I mean, it was a frustrating top 5, but it was a top 5 regardless. Congrats on that, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Kylo.
All right, no problem, man. And now we will bring in our last finisher, or last of the top 5 finishers, I should say, and that is the 41 of David Wessel. Again, he was involved in a lot of the badness, I would say, in this one at Gateway, but he was still able to come away with a top 5 finish. And there he is, your 5th place finisher, David Wessel. A pretty crazy night, pretty much all across the board, and I felt like you were probably part of that insanity. So, but you still came away with a top 5. Take us through what it looked like from your view.
Oh man, I guess there were some people who I guess they didn't really get the memo that the cars get really, really, really loose here on the long run. So there were some people running 5s. I think Spencer, Mindkiller, I think they were running kind of looser sliders, and I think everybody else was pretty much on a 1, because you get about 30, I would say even 20 laps on these cars at this track, and they get really, really loose. So I got a heads up from Tegan. I texted him while we were loading into the race, because I didn't practice at all this week. So I was like, what slide are you doing? He said 1, trust me. I said, okay. So I ran a 1. It ended up being perfect.
And of course, you didn't really practice for Road America either, but you still came out with a top 5 there. But going back to the Gateway, Like, what was it like trying to navigate your way through all that mess as it was going on?
It was tough, man. So there was a point where me and Bradley we were battling each other pretty hard, but we were clean. I think we might have gotten to each other a couple times, but it was nothing bad. And then I think restart after that, me and him were battling again, and I think Mike was also kind of with us there. I think he was on the outside. And 37 was like looking low, and then he decided not to, and then I think he got hit into it anyway, so ended up kind of pushing everybody off the track and got Mike in the wall. So, but no, I feel good to kind of get away with two good points races tonight. Got stage points in both races and top 5 in both. I kind of really needed that, and I think I'm like one below the cut line, or I'm right like around the cut line somewhere there. So I needed a good night tonight with both these races, especially tracks that historically I'm not good at either of these.
All right, so we go to Darlington next week. It's another crown jewel race for us. What is your plan going into that? Because Gateway is kind of like a flatter version of Darlington mixed with the Milwaukee Mile.
I feel pretty good about Darlington. I'm gonna have to get some more practice in. I used to be really, really good at Darlington back in the Xfinity series, and I just because I haven't been racing as much over the last couple of years, and I'm finally kind of getting back into full time. I'm gonna have to try to find the groove back there, and also everybody else has just gotten so much better. So I'll have to see where I line up there. I have to get some practice in this week.
Yeah, and I would say that it is very important that you get yourself some practice to prepare for what's ahead. But congrats on a 5th place finish, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
Thank you, and thank you for broadcasting all these races. Even when you don't have a partner, you're always really reliable for that, and I love it.
Yeah, appreciate that.
You even staying up late here at 11. It's 11:20.
Yeah, well, almost 11:20. It's 11:18.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Kevron has to get up at 3. I have to be up a little bit before that, a little bit actually a little bit after that. But yeah, I mean, I do it for the league.
Thank you, man. We all appreciate it. We all do. Go to bed, man. I'll get out of here.
All right, I'll see you. Have a good night. And all right, that will be it for all the post-race stuff. But and since it is almost 11:20 at night here on the East Coast, I will go ahead and briefly give my final thoughts on the race. It was a pretty wild race here at Gateway, as it typically is. Well, when the Xfinity and truck guys normally race there. But ultimately, it was pit strategy that won the day, and it was Bradley Domer Jr. not only winning his 3rd race of the year, not only winning his 3rd race in a row, but sweeping both races in the doubleheader. Now, of course, he has done that before, but even tonight's set of races, it was still, very impressive to see him win both races. And, congrats to him. And, I mean, I can't wait to see what happens next week at Darlington. But, of course, before that, the midweek series will come back from their week off, and we will have the very first dirt race in the midweek series at Drebin with the Extreme Dirt Tour cars, and those are these cars right here. So it should be a really fun race come Wednesday night. But and of course next week we are going to be racing our second crown jewel race of the year, the Southern 500 at Darlington, and it'll be a very special Easter Sunday edition of the CFRL Cup Series, and it should be fun there. But I'd like to thank you all for watching and staying up with us. Hope you enjoyed both races tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next week at Darlington, and maybe even this upcoming Wednesday at Drebin for the first midweek dirt race. So until then, have a good night, everyone.